as we have seen what are latitudes, let us see what are longitudes. Longitudes, the imaginary vertical lines joining the North Pole and the South Pole, are called the lines of longitude or the meridians of longitude. Means longitude vertical imaginary line है. Vertical मतलब lines which joins from top to bottom. नॉर्थ पोल को साउथ पोल से ज्वाइन करने वाली लाइन को कहते हैं लॉन्गिट्यूड. These lines are also known as meridians of longitude. Lines of longitude को meridians of longitude भी कहा जाता है. Yes, and the word meridian means midday. That's 12 o'clock in the day. 12 p.m. which we call noon. दिन के 12 बजे जिसको हम कहते हैं noon या फिर midday. So why the name meridian? Meridian क्यों कहा गया है? It is because the sun crosses a given meridian midway between the time of sunrise and sunset of that meridian. That means कि sun किसी भी place के meridian को sunrise और sunset के बीच के time में, that is 12 p.m. को cross करता है. And that is why the lines of longitude are called the meridians of longitude. Now when someone asks you what is the time before 12 o'clock in the noon, अगर कोई आपसे टाइम पूछता है दोपहर के 12 बजे से पहले का टाइम, so what would you say? Suppose if the time is 10, अगर आपकी वॉच में 10 बजे है, then you have to say 10 a.m. The full form of a.m. is anti-meridian. Anti-meridian means before noon, before midday. मतलब दोपहर के 12 बजे से पहले का टाइम. And in the same way, the time after 12 in the noon is called PM, means post meridian, means दोपहर के 12 बजे के बाद का टाइम. So 12 in the noon is 12 PM and 12 at night is 12 AM. Now all these lines of longitude are of the same length. Longitude की सभी lines की length same है. Why? Because all the lines join from North Pole to South Pole. You'll see that the maximum distance between two longitudes is at the equator, and the gap between two latitudes starts decreasing as we move towards the pole. किसी भी दो लॉन्गिट्यूड्स के बीच में सबसे ज़्यादा गैप कहाँ होगा? इक्वेटर पे. जैसे जैसे पोल्स की तरफ जाएंगे दो लॉन्गिट्यूड्स के बीच का गैप कम होता जाएगा, and that is because of the spherical shape of the earth. Now like the parallels of latitude, lines of longitude are also numbered. There are total 360 lines of longitude, and the 0 degree longitude is called the prime meridian. The prime meridian passes through Greenwich near London and 7 other countries. Yes, 0 degree longitude जिसको हम prime meridian कहते हैं वो Greenwich से पास होता है. Greenwich is a place near London. So now the total number of longitudes are 360. That is 180 plus 180 equals to 360. You can count from 0 degree to 179 degree from the west and 1 degree to 180 degree from the east. So that is how you get 360 lines of longitude. So now here it is important to know that like there is only one line of 0 degree longitude, in the same way 180 degree longitude की भी एक ही line है, and that 180 degree longitude is called the international date line. The international date line separates the change of one calendar day to the next. The date becomes one day later as you go to the west of the international date line, and the date becomes one day earlier as you go to the east of the international date line. Right? So let's take an example कि आप international date line के east में हो और east में उस दिन की डेट है 1 जनवरी 2020. तो जब आप उसी दिन में ईस्ट में से वेस्ट में जाएंगे इंटरनेशनल डेट लाइन को क्रॉस करके then in the west the date will be 31st December 2019. इंटरनेशनल डेट लाइन को क्रॉस करके ईस्ट में से वेस्ट में जाएंगे then the date will be changed to one day later. India is in the east of the international date line. Now, as we have seen that the line of equator divides the earth into two parts, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, in the same way here the 0-degree longitude and the 180-degree longitude divides the earth into two parts, the eastern hemisphere and the western hemisphere. The part of the earth between 0 to 180 degree towards the east of the prime meridian is called the eastern hemisphere, and the part of the earth between 0 to 180 degree towards the west of the prime meridian is called the western hemisphere. Right? So प्राइम मेरिडियन के ईस्ट की तरफ का जो पार्ट है 0 to 180 डिग्री के बीच में दैट इज ईस्टर्न हेमिस्फीयर एंड जो वेस्ट का पार्ट है दैट इज वेस्टर्न हेमिस्फीयर. Now let us see what is grid. The parallels of latitude and lines of longitude form a network on a globe which is known as grid. So we have already seen that there are 180 parallels of latitude and 360 lines of longitude. Now all these lines of latitude and longitude form a network on a globe. Right? ये सारी latitude and longitude की lines globe पे एक network form कर देती है. Network means you can see that these lines of latitude and longitude are connected to each other. So this network of lines all together is called grid. So now as you know what is a grid, let us see what are coordinates. So the points where the lines of latitude and longitude intersect are called coordinates. Right? Latitudes and longitudes की lines जिस point पे cross होती है, those points are called coordinates. With the help of these coordinates, we can locate a place on a globe. So before learning any further about the coordinates, let us keep in mind that the degrees of latitude are numbered from north to south. So 0 डिग्री इक्वेटर से नॉर्थ में जितनी भी लैटिट्यूड की लाइन्स है will be denoted with N, and जितनी भी southern hemisphere में latitude की lines है will be denoted with S. Now in longitudes, degrees are numbered between 0 degree to 180 degree in the east and between 0 degree to 180 degree in the west. So whatever lines are there in the eastern hemisphere will be denoted as E, and the lines in the western hemisphere will be denoted as W. So now let's do an activity. So as you can see on this grid, there are three locations of houses of three friends, Sid, Alicia and Neil. The location of Sid's house is B2. So what would be the location of Alicia's house? The location of Alicia's house is C4. And so now what would be the location of Neil's house? The location of Neil's house is D6. Right? So now let us come to the globe and see where is Delhi located on a globe. Delhi is located at a point where 28 degree 36 minutes north latitude and 77 degree 12 minutes east longitude cross on the globe. Right? You can see here in the image that Delhi को जहाँ उसके coordinates से जहाँ latitude और longitude की lines cross हो रही है 28 degree 36 minutes north and 77 degree 12 minutes east पे locate किया गया है. So now at last let us see how to read these coordinates. So for example, take 28 degree 36 and then there you can see there is an apostrophe mark and north. So we will read it as 28 degree 36 minutes north. Apostrophe mark को you have to read it as minutes because the space between each degree is divided into minutes. हर एक डिग्री के बीच में जो स्पेस है उसको मिनट्स में डिवाइड किया गया है. So we can get the exact location. Right? In the same way, minutes are divided into seconds. Right? Minutes को seconds में divide किया गया है. Take for example the coordinates shown here. So we'll read it as 15 degree 24 minutes and 15 seconds north. So the quotation mark is used to indicate seconds. अगर आपको seconds लिखना हो then you have to put the quotation mark.